Chapter number 5, Minerals and Energy Resources. We are on the topic ferrous minerals. Next, Brahmanand, please unmute yourself and start to read. Brahmanand from 10C. Please unmute yourself. Brahmanand, my voice is audible to you? Start reading, child. Ferrous minerals account for
Can I read?
Okay. Then Alok from 10th B. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Please start reading. The slide is visible to you. Please continue reading.
Ferrous minerals. Ferrous minerals account for about three-fourths of the total value of production of metallic minerals. They provide a strong base for the development of metallurgical industries. India exports substantial quantities of ferrous minerals after the meeting her internal demands.
Very good. Now cadet, please observe here, we are going to understand about the ferrous minerals which contain iron. Right? So here about the 3/4 of the total value of the production of the metallic mineral, they provide a strong base for the development of the metallurgical industry. India exports sustainable quantities of ferrous minerals after meeting internal demands. Let's quickly move to the second one, iron ore. Is Sankalp Kumbar is present in the meeting? Sankalp, are you present in meeting? Next, Siddharaya. Siddharaya, please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Please read out, child. Iron ore.
Iron ore is the basic mineral and the backbone of industrial development. India is endowed with fairly abundant resources of iron ore. India is rich in good quality iron ores.
Okay,
Magnetite
have a
is the
pause here,
finest
Siddharaya. Please have a pause. The first point, iron ore is the basic mineral and the backbone of industrial development. As you are knowing of lots of infrastructure development to establish the industries, we require the iron. So the iron ore is the basic mineral and the backbone of the industrial development. India is endowed with the abundant resources of iron. As already in 8th standard you have learned about Tata Industry or Tisco Industry, right? In that, in history part already we had learned about Angarias, the people those who used to carry the basket of raw iron on their head. How Jamshed Tata had searched the Tata Nagar, right? So all the concept already known to you. So moving further to see the quantity, qualities and the different features of iron ore, please continue Siddharaya.
India is rich in good quality iron ores. Magnetite is the finest iron ore with a very high content of iron up to 70%.
Okay,
It has
stop. Have
excellent.
a pause, child. Let me explain one by one. So, India is having the rich in the good quantity as well as the quality of the iron ore. In that, the finest one is the magnetite, right? Which is going to have the highest content of iron in that, that is 70%, right? Please continue.
It has excellent magnetic qualities, especially valuable in the electric industry. Hematite ore is the most important important industrial iron ore in terms of the quality used, but has a slightly lower iron content than magnetite.
50 to 60%. Now the concept is clear here. Magnetite and hematite both are the iron ore. First one is having the content of iron, that's a 70%, and it has excellent magnetic quality, especially valuable in the electrical industries. And the another one, that's a hematite ore, is the another most important industrial iron ore in terms of the quantity we are talking about, right? Used, but has a slightly lower iron content than the magnetite, that's a 50 to 60%. First one is having the 70% and having the very good quality, another one is having the quantity in nature. Next, observe the pie chart. All the cadets are requested and instructed to observe the pie chart. Next, Shanta Kumar from 10C. Please unmute yourself and read out the pie chart. Figure number 5.2.
Iron ore showing state-wise share in percent is 2016-17. Odisha 52% is, others 7% is, Jharkhand 11% is, Karnataka 14% is, Chhattisgarh 16% is.
Okay, now the figure 5.2, the pie chart, the production of the iron ore showing state-wise shared in the percentage, and the data is of 2016 and 2017. Cadet, please observe here. Orissa 52%, Jharkhand 11, Karnataka 14 and Chhattisgarh 16. So the name of our state is also here for in the production of iron ore, right? So the iron ore, Karnataka is having the 14%. Next, moving further, figure number 5.3. All the cadet please observe. Figure number 5.3. And by seeing the figure, the iron ore mine and its shape which look like kudre, that means the horse. Abhiram, please read, do you know? Kudre in Kannada means horse. Abhiram, quickly unmute.
The highest peak in the western Ghats of Karnataka resembles the face of a horse. The Bailadila hills look like the hump of an ox and hence its name.
Okay, very good. Now this do you know, please have a tick mark in that, because in the MCQ it can be asked, or one sentence question answers also it can be asked on this. Do you know? Right? Next, Abhishek from 10C. Abhishek from 10C, please unmute yourself. Start to read, child.
The major iron ore belts in India are Odisha, Jharkhand belt. In Odisha, higher grade hematite ore is found in Badam Pahar mines in the Mayurbanj and Kendujar districts, adjoining Singhbhum district of Jharkhand. Hematite iron ore is mined in Goa and Namundi.
Okay, good Abhishek. Next, we are understanding about the major iron ore belts in India. The first Abhishek just read out for you all, that's the Orissa, right? That the Orissa Jharkhand belt. Next, Bhavna from Tennessee. Bhavna from Tennessee. Next, Lakshmi from Tennessee. Lakshmi, please unmute yourself and start to read, child.
Their Bastar Chandrapur belt lies in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. Very high-grade hematites are found in the famous Bailadila range of hills in the Bastar district of Chhattisgarh. The range of hills comprise of 14 deposits of super high-grade hematite iron ore. It has the best physical properties needed for steel making. Iron ore from these mines is exported to Japan and South Korea via Visakhapatnam port.
Very good. Now here the second, that the Durg Bastar Chandrapur belt lies between the Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra, right? So the areas and the belts, that the facts and figures is given here. All the cadets are requested to please read out it and underline the important point, right? Next, Bharat from 10th B.
Yes, sir.
Please continue. Ballari, Chitradurga.
Ballari, Chitradurga, Chikmagalur, Tumkur belt in Karnataka has large reserves of iron ore. The Kundramukh mines located in the western Ghats of Karnataka are a 100% export unit. Kundramukh deposits are known to be one of the largest in the world. The ore is transported as slurry through a pipeline to a port near Mangalore.
Okay, very good. Now the concept is clear. The Kudremukh, how it is important, as already shown to you. The do you know is clear to you, right? The next belt, Dev Nagvanshi. Please read. Dev Nagvanshi, please unmute yourself. Lingraj from 10th B. Lingraj Patel.
Yes, sir.
Please continue, child. Maharashtra Goa belt.
Maharashtra Goa belt includes the state of Goa and Ratnagiri district of Maharashtra. Though the ores are not of very high quality, yet they are efficiently exploited. Iron ore is exported through Marmagao port.
Very good. Now next, Abhiram. Abhiram, unmute yourself.
I am unmuted, sir.
Yes, beta. Now please read out the name of the iron ore belts of India. Only the name. Only name you have to read out.
Yes, sir. Iron ore belts of India are the Odisha Jharkhand belt, the Durg Bastar Chandrapur belt in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra, Ballari Chitradurga Chikmagaluru and Tumkuru belt in Karnataka, and Maharashtra Goa belt.
Okay, very good. So I hope so, as Abhiram has read out, the iron ore belts in India is clear to you, and we are having the map work also in the textbook. The cadet, those who are having the textbook with them, they can refer to the map work also. In that, where the iron ore is located in India, it is placed there. Then next, Jairam Mule. Please continue. Jairam Mule, please continue.
Manganese is mainly used in the manufacturing of steel and ferromanganese alloy. Nearly 10 kg of manganese is required to manufacture 1 ton of steel. It is also used in manufacturing bleaching powder, insecticides and paints.
Very good. Now cadet, as you are reading it, the information is visible to you. This pie chart, Karthik from 10th C. Karthik from 10th C, please unmute yourself. Please read the pie chart, figure number 5.4.
Figure number 5.4. Production of manganese showing state-wise share in percent 2016 to 17. Madhya Pradesh 27%, Maharashtra 25%, Odisha 25%, Karnataka 11%, Andhra Pradesh 10%, others 2%.
Okay, very good. Now all the cadets are observing that the production of the manganese showing the state wise, as you have seen the other. This all information, the facts and figure you have to remember. After that, as I told you at the starting of the meeting, this is the important class to discuss about the project, because your marks are very important and the cadets are little bit confused which product they have to make, which not, we will discuss here. Then next, we quickly move to the recapitulation of the following points. First, in today's class, we have seen about the ferrous mineral. In that, we have seen about the major iron producing belts in India, right? Cadet, please move toward stated and few other points they were showing. Please important the 3 marks which you are going to lose in the examination. For the purpose now I explaining here. At the last, don't ask to me. So here the iron ore field are mentioned. That red triangle samosa type structure is there, right? So iron ore mines, the black small rectangle is there. Iron ore exporting ports, manganese, bauxite and mica or mica, right? We are quickly moving to see first about the Karnataka only. I will show you first Karnataka. First you should know each and everything about our state, right? Now all this red one is talking about the iron ore mine, and the black rectangle is talking about the iron ore exporting. Is visible to you all? Is Sankalp Kumbhare is present in the meeting? Next, Nikhil Patil of 10th A. Okay, so this map work is your today's homework.
What we have to do?
You have to read this map work. Iron ore mines, iron ore exporting, manganese, bauxite and mica. Everything you have to know and understand which is situated where. As you are observing here, Ratnagiri, right? Ratnagiri is visible to you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Map work is very important because at the time of location, Ratnagiri is here. Cadets are mentioning the Ratnagiri in Assam. So it's very difficult, and I am totally surprised how Ratnagiri has shifted from the North India to South India to South to West, God knows. Now above, in the north part, please observe it. Right?
They may ask only about iron ore mines or everything.
Only whatever the key box is stating here, that is only here, right? The next thing will be in the next map. Clear to you?
Yes.
Right? Then we are going to discuss about the copper and other minerals, bauxite, then rock mineral. At that time we will discuss. But this map, and after that we will see about the conventional energy sources map. Okay. So the map work which I am placing you to today discuss, please have a seriously attention to this. One of the cadet was asking, sir, this is the chapter of term 2. Yes, you are correct. We are moving ahead in our syllabus. Already in economics also only the 2 chapters are there, but one more we had completed, that's a money and credit, right? So today we are